These foods are amazing, and I want to break down why I love these foods so much. I eat these foods all the time, and the first thing on the food list is going to be my berries. Berries. Whether we talking about strawberries, whether we talking about blackberries, whether we talking about red raspberries, whether we talking about blueberries, whether you talk any berry you can name, hawthorn berries, which is what we use for the heart. These things are very, very antioxidant. They are amazing to the body. They're oxygenators. They literally bring oxygen straight to the brain by way of the bloodstream. And there are chemicals inside of these called bioflavonoids or flavonoids that will blow your mind once we get into these things. My next one is mangoes. And then the one after that is melons, y'all. And grapes are a part of berries, y'all. A lot of people think that grapes are not a part of berries. Grapes are berries. Cherries are berries too. These are all part of the berry family. Out of the berry family, my favorite berry or globe berry will actually be the grape that grow from the vine. I love that. The only reason why they classify that as a different fruit because it grows in a vineyard. But if you look at the actual structure of a grape, it is a berry family. These things have something magnificent in them, and it's all in the color of this, y'all. And what the name of this is literally called anthocyanins. And what anthocyanin is actually a bioflavonoid compound that actually make the red color in the strawberries. It actually make this melanated purple color or black color in your blackberries. It makes this deep red color in your raspberries. It makes this blue color inside of your actual blueberries. And this anthocyanins actually act as melanin, and it's amazing what it does to the body. So if you look at melanin in the body, melanin acts as a polymer. It's a buffering, neutralizing system. Melanin is unstable as hell in our body, but when you start adding selenium to our melanin, it stabilizes our melanin, and this is the way we're able to eat the sun. And we take that condensed sunlight and it turns over into melanin. Without this melanin, you wouldn't have tyrosine, you wouldn't have phenylalanine, you wouldn't have none of the actual amino acid structures you need to synthesize and translate or transcript DNA. So melanin is very, very, very important. You got eumelanin, pheomelanin, neuromelanin, cosmic melanin, crystallized melanin called magnetites in your brain, gasified melanin that you see when you look up in the air. So melanin is literally what I would call the God particle of life. And your black ass is made of tons of it. It is in each individual cell in your body. Not only that, melanin is so important because you need it for all biological synthesis in life, y'all. You need it. It's part of the CHO arrangement, carbon, hydrogen, and oxygen. It is so very important and vital to the body that it's going right now for $463 a gram. And you wonder why brothers and sisters end up missing every time. Where is they going? Why is they being kidnapped? And then when you find them, they missing their eternal, not internal, but eternal organs. And then their eternal organs is where the biological clock that synthesizes melanin is really at. So what do y'all want? Our organs, or do y'all want to extract the melanin from our organs? That's a question that we truly gonna have to start asking ourselves, y'all. So now we talk about antioxidants and we talk about anthocyanins. And anthocyanins is what gives you that pigmentation and actually what turns your fruit these colors. And it shows you how acidic anthocyanins is and then how it turns alkaline. See, now remember I did a whole thing on broccoli and I proved that broccoli was acidic going in the mouth, but when it goes through its metabolic process, it turns alkaline. Just like your apples, just like your grapes, just like your berries, just like your melons. All of these are actually acidic, 5.5 and below on the potential powered hydrogen scale. But once it goes into your body and it meets itself with H3O in your body and you start pulling potassium pumps and synthesizing oxidase and peroxidase, when it goes through its oxidation phase, that's where you get Leo from. Leo literally means loses electrons equal oxidation. And everything goes through that inside of your body, family. An atom is actually made, it's an orbit. It is made of protons, it's made of electrons, it is made of neutrons. Alright, when you look at protons, just think in your head protein. Think acidic. When you look at electron, and think masculine. When you look at the electron, actually think feminine. Think nurturing. Think laid back. Think alkaline. It's a proton that's constantly chasing the electron around all damn day, just like men chase women around all damn day trying to get some. Well, it wants some too, but it want to charge. So it want to borrow a negative charge for it can neutralize itself because the proton is unstable and it's acidic. So it want to alkaline itself, but the only way it can alkaline itself or bring itself into a balance of alkalinity to turn itself from a cation to an anion, it have to borrow electrical charge, and negative electrical charge from the actual electron. And that's the reason why I say in biochemistry is different terminology. Out here in this third dimensional realm, we say that positivity is actually a good thing. But when you actually look at positivity from the biochemistry standpoint, it's a bad thing. The negative side of chemistry is the good thing in biochemistry, and the positive side of biochemistry is a negative side. When you get into biochemistry and you look at an anion, these are negative charges. If you look at an electron, that's a negative charge. If you look at things that are alkaline in nature or alkaline forming, these are negative charges. But if you look at things that's corrosive, you look at things like nitrates, you look at things that's corrosive in nature, that's free radicals that roam around, don't have nothing governing them, just ping-ponging the shit out of your cells, knocking the cellular membrane out, knocking out iron phosphate, stripping oxygen from hemoglobin. You start looking at that, these are all things with positive charge. So positive is really negative and negative is really positive, family. So a lot of people ask, where do you get your vitamin B's from? Your vitamin B12, your vitamin B9, all of your vitamin B's come from cobalt. These are what you call cobalt derivatives. See, then you got 9 plant-based people that eat meat and love to eat meat since they breaking laws, transgression against nature. So they be like, well, you only can get your vitamin B's from your minerals. That's a lie. You get your vitamin B's from cobalt. Well, guess what cobalt is in? All blue and all purple and all black fruit. But you would have none of that without what? Anthocyanins. Anthocyanins is what actually give the fruits this pigmentation in these colors. And guess what anthocyanin is? It's an antioxidative compound, meaning that it's an antioxidant, meaning that it will reverse aging and will actually repair the telomeres that's on your chromosomes of your DNA. And you get these antioxidants from berries, you get them from your mangoes, and you get them from your melons. That's cut open a melon, you're gonna see a dark green color. What they call that? They call it a honeydew melon. Cut open a watermelon, you're gonna see a red color. That's what you call a watermelon. Cut open your cantaloupe, you're gonna see orange. You see that? Always eat your fruits, colorful fruits. This is what I call nature's Skittles. And nature's Skittles is good for you, but these regular Skittles that's produced by all of these different companies, they killing you dead as a doorknob. You see how they getting sued because Skittles been killing Negroes?
Lawsuit alleges Skittles are made with a toxin called titanium dioxide that in their words is unfit for human consumption.
Since 1994, Skittles has been telling candy consumers to taste the rainbow. But a recently filed lawsuit says a more accurate slogan is taste the toxic.
And the FDA says it's safe. Now, I will point out France and the EU disagree. But this is going to be a real expert witness heavy case because the FDA, like I said, says it's safe.
Y'all see the big lawsuits for $1 billion that they got against these people that's creating Skittles, showing that the dye and the red dye 40 and all these other unnatural things, trying to see all they needed was some anthocyanins. They got to create red dye and create all this other shit to make the Skittles of different colors. It brings a lot of sulfates to the cells. It oxidizes the cells, making a free radical, bringing all this acidic blowback to the cells, messing up your cellular integrity. But you see, if you go to nature's Skittles, they have a natural phenomenon created by God itself called anthocyanins. And it tastes better than regular Skittles. I'm just saying. And it heals the body.